round number 8. There's an example again of where Gamboa opens up at times, but Gonzalez unable to cash in. It was early on when Gonzalez scored the knockdown in the second round. Since then, it's been all Yuriorkis Gamboa.
You know, I'd like to take a moment in the new year here. Well, Gamboa's taking a moment to size up Gonzalez, to say congratulations to Melvina Lathan, who has become the new New York State Athletic Commission chairperson. She's the first African-American female chairperson in that spot in New York. We need somebody strong in New York. We need a good commission in New York. So important to boxing. I'm sure she'll do a good job. Melvina Lathan, good luck.
She has dedicated so much of her life to the sport, and we've enjoyed working alongside her. And we wish her the best for such an important position in the sport there in New York.
You okay? You all right? Stop in. Okay, let's go.
There's a right hand again as they separated, and Gamboa did so with his hands down. And he comes right back in. End of 8.
Time, that's all.
Mouthpiece. Okay, Speedy, this is the last round, son. Listen to me.
He just told him it's the last round.
I need you to put this guy on his ass. Yeah. You understand me?
He just told him it's the last round. Was that
All
psychological or a mistake?
Okay? I need you to put him on his ass.
Because he's been trying to get him there.
Okay, we ain't got no more time, baby.
Yeah, can you play it back?
This guy ain't hurt you with nothing yet.
Can you play it back?
It's time for you to let them, you gotta let your hands go, son. All right? You let him do all the work. You gotta let your hands go. Remember that mouthpiece. Okay. You feel me?
I'm gonna ask you that. ESPN Friday Night Fights, presented by Just for Men. Hair color knocks out the gray better than ever. And in part by Verizon Wireless. We're at Buffalo Bills here in Primm, Nevada, just south of Vegas. That is Roger Gonzalez trying to survive the offensive attack of Yuriorkis Gamboa, the gold medalist, one of the top prospects in the game. Teddy, in between rounds, this is the 9th round, 2 rounds to go. But the corner of Roger Gonzalez told him, all right, Roger, Speedy, this is the last round. We need you to go out there and throw punches. Was that a psychological move they were making there?
It was either that or a mistake. Sometimes cornermen, they shouldn't, but they can forget what round it is. But there is a chance that that was a psychological move because it's desperation time now, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what the trainer of Gonzalez was trying to do, and trying to get some urgency into his fighter before it actually is the last round and the lights are out.
They've been asking him for output. They haven't seen it in return from Gonzalez. So worried about defending himself against Gamboa. Look at the average punches thrown, first 3 rounds compared to the last 5, as Gamboa has been on the gas pedal.
You know, you get into a certain kind of mode, a certain kind of track, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that mode. What I mean by that kind of mindset is that going into this fight, Gonzalez knew he had a very talented, explosive fighter in front of him. And you wonder, the forefront of his mind, the concentration wasn't to survive, not to get knocked out. And now he can't get out of that.
Keep it clean. Okay.
There's a little frustration there from Gonzalez, and he's won by the referee. No headbutting, no frustration, keep it clean.
Robert Byrd trying to clean things up there. But we are seeing a more aggressive Speedy Gonzalez here in this round. Maybe not the way they thought, with the shoulder bumps and lifts a couple times. And the pushing around there is a warning from Byrd.
You know, fighters are no different than ordinary people under pressure. They sometimes give in to temptation, and the temptation with a fighter like Gamboa can be not to take a risk and to look to go rounds. And by the time you realize you have to get out of that, which maybe Gonzalez realizes now, it can be a little late in the game.
Gamboa lunging forward and connecting there. You know, Teddy, there's a part of me that wonders if Gonzalez actually bought into the fact that this is the last round.
I think he may have. I'd like to ask Bernard Hopkins a question. Maybe we'd get that answer from him. and I ask it out to him, and we can get it back later. Because Bernard, have you been in a fight with your great career where there's been times where the mind is played on you, where you've been tempted in a fight to say, hey, I'm just going to survive right now. I'm not going to think, you know, I'm just going to last. I'm going to go rounds. And you had to remind yourself, hey, I got to look to win this fight. I have to look to be aggressive now.
We will hear from Bernard Hopkins when we return. Last round coming your way on Friday Night Fights.
Give me the stool. Give me the stool. Give me the stool. Give me the stool. I thought that was the last fucking round.
Mistake.
Come on, man.
He was a mistake. He didn't bring up the stool. He thought it was the last round.
Yeah. That's good. That's good that you brought that up. Now we can jump on it.
Speedy, we can't wait now. Come on, man.
Roll that back.
Touch up center ring.
We can't wait.
Is that Eric Brown?
I know, but you got to punch. You're pressing, but you're not punching. Right. You understand that? You got to punch, baby. That's the only thing that's missing right now. Yeah. You got to steal on him with that right hand. He's vulnerable to it. Yeah. You quit following him around the ring. When he turns, step across and cut him off. Steal on him with that right hand. Don't give him a lot of time. Right. If you hit him with something, back him up, step to him, close that gap. Close that gap. Yeah. Okay? You're giving him too much space, all right? Let's go, son. Last round. Last round, Speedy.
For real.
Let's get him out of here. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Well, there's Roger Gonzalez, and he just left the stool that Eric Brown, his trainer, put forth. This is the 10th and final round against Yuriorkis Gamboa. Remember last round when I said, hey, Eric Brown, the trainer, said, hey, we need you to go out there. This is the last round. And we said, well, that's probably a psychological move. It's really the 9th round. They just want some urgency. No, it was a flat-out mistake. They thought it was the last round. They didn't even have a stool ready when he came back after the 9th round.
That's exactly right.
Well, we promised you a B-hop. Here's Bernard Hopkins.
Hey, Bernard, you have an answer to my question there. My question to you, I don't know if you heard it during the action in the last round, but, you know, fighters are tempted. They're under pressure, and sometimes they have to force themselves to remember the decision they got to make. Have you been in a situation in a fight in your great career where you were thinking about just lasting the round and surviving a little, and you had to remind yourself that you had to get on the attack and you had to get out of that a little bit?
Gamboa now coming forward, trying to chase down Roger Gonzalez.
That's the exact honest answer I would expect from the former world champion.
Can Gonzalez survive Gamboa? You go the distance here of a full 10. Can Gamboa keep the string alive of highlight-like knockouts? Final minute. Sports Center will be coming up next. Right now, Gamboa, maybe one last surge to end up on a play of the day. Here he comes, going after it against Gonzalez.
The mouthpiece is out, and it's going to give him a little. Referee winds up stopping it. Referee had an opportunity there to go to the corner and allow Gonzalez to get his mouthpiece back, which it had been dislodged, but he decided not to.
Teddy, what did you think of that stoppage?
You know, we knew the answer to this fight. We knew what was going to be the finish. There was going to be one winner, but I think you give the fight an opportunity to get to the point that Gonzalez wasn't given that opportunity. The referee was a little quick there. I mean, he had seen a dominant performance by Gamboa. One guy was winning this fight, but Gonzalez wasn't in any great damage there, any great trouble. The mouthpiece came out. The referee could have went to the corner, replaced the mouthpiece, gave him a chance to recover, and then stayed real close. A little quick.
Robert Byrd made the decision that he had seen enough. It started to get to be a sloppy fight, and Gamboa was on the attack, but still, Gonzalez was 48 seconds away of saying he went the distance with Yuriorkis Gamboa. Let's watch the end of the fight again.